All right, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekak Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and also the teachers that I learned from. Salutations to the elect out there, wherever you may be. I want to do a part 2 on Isaiah 14, but first I want to start by doing a recap of part 1, which I did. Then I'll hit a few precepts during the recap, and then I'll continue in Isaiah 14 and 12, where it talks about Lucifer. All right, let's start with the recap. All right, Isaiah 14 and 1. All right, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. Fix the camera. All right, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers, now these strangers right here, these are the Israelite foreigners that are scattered, shall be joined unto them. You see, they're going to come back to the ways of their fathers. They're going to be joined to the house of Israel. All speaking the same thing, all believing the same thing. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. You see, let's go get a precept on the strangers. All right, let's go to 1 Corinthians 12. 1 Corinthians 12 and 1. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant, which he's talking about the Israelites. Ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as you were led. You see, you were Gentiles. How? Because you were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You were scattered to the other nations, and you were known as Gentiles, like I am, and like the rest of you lost sheep of the house of Israel are. You see, we're in the land of our captivity. We are considered Gentiles, a part of the heathen nations, following their customs and their ways, following their what? Dumb idols, like that Jesus Christ character. That's a false idol. And Muslims, a lot of Israelites call themselves Muslims, call themselves what? What's another one? Moors. They made Moors into some sort of different religion, which the Moors were Israelites. And, 7-day Adventists and other things. See, they created idols with those. And what image does it go back to? That Jesus Christ character. Let's go get a precept. I gotta get a precept now. This was prophesied. Wood and stone. Let's go get a precept. All right. Here's a precept. Deuteronomy 4 and 28. Let's click on it. Wait a minute. Well, let's go back, because it's in Deuteronomy 4 and 28 and Deuteronomy 28 and 36. Let's read it. And there ye shall serve gods, the work of man's hands. You see, that wood and stone, what? The cross, the wooden cross, and the Mecca stone, which neither see nor hear, neither eat nor smell. You see, so those are idols. Us being strangers in the land of our captivity, we serve these other gods, which we should not do. But those who return out of that darkness, you're going to serve and worship the Most High in the name of His Son, Yahushua. All right, here's another precept. Deuteronomy 28 and 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, into a nation which neither thou or thy fathers have known. You see, we haven't known these other nations, their ways. Them serving their false gods, them performing their witchcraft and sorcery and enchantments. And there shall thou serve other gods. You see that? Wood and stone, those false religions, serving those idols. All right. Let's go back to Isaiah. All right. Isaiah, see, now the strangers, these are Israelite foreigners. All right, let's keep reading. Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them. What people? The house of Israel. And bring them. We shall take what? The remnant of Babylon, which is so-called, which is America. Like it says in Revelations, mystery Babylon the Great, which is America, the modern Babylon. And the people shall take them and bring them into their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. You see, the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. You see, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You see, so the Israelites we're not going to be in captivity much longer. Let's go get a precept. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I'll just search it then. One that comes to mind. I think I pulled it up. Let's see. I'm doing this lesson for the third time because some reason it wouldn't load. So I'm doing it over again for the third time. It's crazy, but hey, can expect that. All right, let's see. I know I got it somewhere in here. I'll just have to type it again. Okay. All right, let me search it right here. He that leadeth. All right. Let's see. All right, Revelations 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Not will, shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. Now the saints are the Israelites. All right, let's go back to... Matter of fact, let's get another precept. I know it's in Psalms. Psalms 149. I think it's, 149. All right. I think it's verse 9. All right, let's see. All right, let's start at Psalms 149 and 4. For the Lord take pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Who is his people? The Israelites. That's why the kingdom of heaven, when it talks about the kingdom of heaven in Revelations, it's talking about the Israelites. For the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory, his people. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God, who is Yahweh, be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen. These other nations. Right now we're strangers, but the Most High is going to gather his elect, the Israelites, out of the heathen nations, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron. You see, they're going into captivity. We're going to take them captives, whose captives they were. We're going to rule over our oppressors, to execute upon them the judgment written. You see, it's already written. It's already prophesied. It's already in the Most High's grand scheme. Because in Genesis, what did it say about Jacob and Esau? It said the elder, which is Esau, it said the elder shall serve the younger. The younger is Jacob. You see, you so-called white people, you were supposed to serve us, the Israelites. But because we went off, the Most High brought us to a lower state. And he's punishing us by using you. That's why he lifted you guys up. All right, let's see. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. You see, it's going to be an honor to put you Edomites in captivity, and you other nations. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. Now, when it has Lord in all caps, it's talking about Yahweh, the Most High. All right. As a matter of fact, let's get another precept. Let's go to Psalms 83. Let's find out who the enemies of Israel are. This is a psalm of David. All right. All right. Let's see. Keep not thou silent, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. Be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies have made a tumult. That's a pact. They that hate thee, what? They hate the Most High, have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, the Israelites. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. You see, right now we're considered hidden because if the enemy knew where we were, then they would destroy us all. But the Most High is a mastermind because he scattered the seed throughout the four corners of the earth. You see, that's to protect us, the Israelites, because the enemy knew that where all the Israelites were, he would just destroy us all. He would rid us out of the earth. So the Most High is hiding us. If you look deeper into it, let's see. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation." You see, they want to cut us off from being a nation, and they would have prevailed, but the Most High stepped in, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. You see. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. You see, the tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites, the Moabites, the Hagarenes, Jabal and Ammon, Amalek, which are those fake Israelites over there, calling themselves Israelites. How could they be Israelites when Yahushua hasn't come back yet? Like it says, behold, he cometh with clouds. You see? So those are the fake Israelites. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, more Africans or Hamites. Moab is talking about the Chinese. And Ammon is talking about the Japanese. And, Ishmael, the so-called Arabs. All right. Ashur also is joined with them. They have Hopelin, the children of Lot, you see, which are the what? Moabites and Ammonites, the Chinese and Japanese. You see, so Israel has enemies. All right, let's go back to Isaiah 14. All right. And verse 3, it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. You see? Let's see if we can find a precept on that. All right, let's see. Isaiah 11:9. They shall not hurt nor destroy in my holy mountain. This is a future prophecy. The holy mountain of Israel. The mountain represents the chief places, the governing bodies. For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord. You see that? As the water covered the sea. You see? So the entire earth is going to know about what? The Most High, Yahushua, and the children of Israel, his chosen people. And these other nations, which mainly is talking about Esau, Edom, they're not going to hurt nor destroy anymore because they're going to be brought in captivity. All right, let's go back. You know what? That was a pretty good recap right there. So I'm going to continue at Isaiah 14. Let's go down to 12. I did a part 1, so you can just go back and watch part 1 if you like. All right, Isaiah 14 and 12. Let's get into Lucifer. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? You see? Now, this is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. Because notice how Lucifer is only mentioned in Isaiah. And if you read Isaiah 13, it talks about what? The prophecy of the downfall of Babylon. Now, Babylon, in Isaiah 13, just like in Isaiah 14, it's talking about a future prophecy of a future place, which is what? Revelations. In Revelations, it says Mystery Babylon the Great, which John saw. So it's talking about what? America, that great city, which reigned over the kings of the earth. All right, let's look up the term Lucifer, which the Lucifer is talking about right here. These are the light bearers. Who's ruling the modern Babylon? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom. In the upper echelon of Esau, they're known as what? Lucifer. So it's kind of like the Most High is mocking them. Oh, Lucifer, you see? Oh, great Lucifer. I'm pretty sure a lot of you seen that movie called The Wizard of Oz. How, oh, great Wizard of Oz. how great the Wizard of Oz is. Oh, this and all that. See, so it's kind of like the Most High is mocking the king of Babylon, or the upper echelon of the so-called of the modern Babylonians, by calling them Lucifer, the ones with what, the light on the left-hand side. That's why you have some of these TV shows and movies. They predict what's going to happen, because the so-called white man and devil reads the Bible also. You see. All right, you see that? It says light bearer, Lucifer, shining one, morning star. This is not talking about someone up there in the heavens called Lucifer, because the Most High rules that realm up there. You see, all spirits can obey his will. And look what it says right here, of the king of Babylon and Satan. Now, in context, it's talking about, Lucifer is used as what? Of the king of Babylon. It's a what? Epithet for the king of Babylon. Right here it says, describing the king of Babylon. You see? And also on down it says, an epithet for the king of Babylon. Who is the king of Babylon? The modern Babylon? Mystery Babylon the Great? The so-called white man. All right, let's get a few precepts. All right, let's see. Let's start with this precept right here. You see, because the children of Israel, we are known as the children of light. Let's go get it. And the children of the day. But you know what? Let's go get this precept. Let's find out why a lot of Christians use the term Lucifer by comparing him to the devil, Satan. Because you know what it is? It's a what? Fable. All right. First, is it Timothy? Let's see. I think it's Timothy. Yeah, First Timothy. Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies which minister questions. Now, a lot of people have questions. Is Satan and Lucifer the same person? No, because if you look deep into it, Lucifer is only mentioned, like I mentioned before, he's only mentioned one time in the whole Bible. So that's a question. Why isn't he mentioned in any of the other books of the Bible? Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies which minister questions, rather than godly edifying, which is in faith. You see, so do. Let's get up 1 Timothy 4 and 7. But refuse profane and old wives' fables, and even old wives' fables. You see, there's other fables. There's a lot of fables that you need to avoid, because a lot of them are not true. All right, but refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather to godliness. You see. All right, let's see. 2 Timothy 4 and 4. They shall turn away their ears from the truth, which is that what? Lucifer is the upper echelon of the so-called white man, the elites, the ones with the light on the left-hand side, which is that light is the wisdom on the left-hand side. Just like I'm pretty sure a lot of you, or some of you, seen where Mr. Bryant, the basketball player, there was a cartoon, the Simpsons cartoon, where he passed away in one of their episodes, just like he passed away in real life. So how could they predict that? They have the what? Light on the left-hand side. And shall be turned unto fables. You see, a lot of people are turned unto fables. That Lucifer and Satan are the same person. Titus 1 and 4. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men. They're turned from the truth. You see, because it's not true that Satan and Lucifer are the same person. For we have 2 Peter 1 and 16. Here's another precept. For we have nothing following cunningly devised. For we have not followed cunningly devised fables. That's a cunningly devised fable. That Satan and Lucifer are the same person. When we had made known unto you the power and coming of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, which I'm doing now. I'm making it known unto you. The truth. The words of truth. But were eyewitnesses of his majesty. You see? All right. Let's go get another precept. Like I said before, the children of Israel are known as the children of light. Let's get this one. All right, let's see. Luke 16:8. And the Lord commended the unjust steward. Well, I'm going to come back to that one. Let's read this one. John 12:36. While ye have light, believe in the light, that ye may be the what? Children of light. These things spake Yahushua and departed and did hide himself from them. Here's another precept. Ephesians 5:8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Yahushua. Walk as children of light. You see? So the Israelites are what? The children of light. Ye are all the children of light. Well, this is 1 Thessalonians 5:5. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. You see? All right, now let's get this precept. Well, like I said, Esau, Lucifer is the upper echelon of the elites with the light, which is the wisdom on the left-hand side. Let's get this precept. Where is it? Matter of fact, here we go. Luke 16:8. Let's get this. Let's read this. Get more clarity. The parable of the unjust steward. You guys can read above that during your own time, but I just want to get to the main point. Luke 16:8. And the Lord commended the unjust steward because he did something, that will seem wiser than what he expected from the children of light. Let's see. So he commended the unjust steward because he had done wisely. For the children of this world, the children of the flesh, are in their generation wiser than the children of light. You see? So these Edomites, they would seem wiser than us now because we are what? At a lower state. The Most High brought us low because we disobeyed the commandments. All right. All right, let's go back to Isaiah 14. All right, let's see. So that's what Lucifer is. All right. For thou hast said, Isaiah 14:13, for thou hast said in thy heart, which is his mind, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, which are talking about what the Israelites, because Joseph had a dream in Genesis where he said that the 12 stars will be obedient. Let's go get it. Let's see. I think it says 11. Not the number, but the word. All right, Genesis 37:9. And he dreamed yet another dream and told it to his brethren. This is talking about Joseph and his brethren, the 12, the 11 brothers of Israel. And said, behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and behold, the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars made obedience to me. You see? So he would compare them as stars. So going back to Isaiah 14, he said, Isaiah 14:13, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, which is what? What heaven is that? Talking about the firmament. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. You see? Now these stars are talking about his throne. It's not talking about a literal chair. It's talking about his rulership above who? The stars, the Israelites. And it has a semicolon. A colon, not a semicolon, but a colon. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation of who? The Israelites. The mountain represent the chief places in his kingdom. In Babylon, a great America. That's why he has more power. He's in rulership right now. That's why it says, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation, you see? The congregation of the Israelites ruling over them. In the sides of the North America, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High, you see? Now when it says I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, it's talking about his what? His satellites up there. He wants to know what a person does at all times. He wants full control of the world, even of what? Space and of time. He wants total control. All right, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. You see, he's going to be brought low. He's going into captivity. All right, let's see if I can find some more precepts. Because you see, the Most High is allowing them to rule. He put them in power. Let's read Romans 9:22. What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, which he will, that's why he's enduring these Edomites, endured with much long suffering, because the Most High is long suffering, the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. You see, they're fitted for destruction. All right, let's get another precept. They're the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. All right, here's one. Now, this is a scripture that refers to the nuclear missiles. All right, 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, the thermonuclear missiles, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. What's going to cause the elements to melt? Nuclear missiles. It's going to get so hot. The people that feel it, that feel the fire, their eyes are going to consume in their holes, and their tongue is going to consume in their mouths. Let me get that precept. Let's keep reading. The earth also and the works therein shall be burnt up. You see, it's going to be burnt up. Let's get a precept. There's another one in 2 Peter 3:12. But let's get a precept on these two. All right. Eyes shall consume. All right. Because that fire is going to get so hot, it's going to be incredible. Zechariah 14:12, future prophecy here. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people that have fought against who? Jerusalem, which is a people before a place. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. What's going to cause that? That thermonuclear fire. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouths. You see? Boom. That fire. All right, let's see. And let's go back to Isaiah. All right, Isaiah 14:13. For thou shalt have said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also above the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Who does that sound like? Let's get a precept, which we already know. Let's go to Obadiah. Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning what? Edom. Esau is Edom. Esau's seed, what? It goes into what? The Edomites, the so-called white people, which they're really red. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. These Edomites. Arise ye, and let us arise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. You see? The Edomites are greatly despised because you're wicked. Like it says in Proverbs, when the wicked are in authority, the people rejoice. I said it backwards. It says, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Obadiah 1:3. The pride of thy heart has deceived thee. You see? That's why it says in Isaiah 14, I will be like the Most High. That's what he thinks, because he's very prideful, this devil. Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that say in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. If you look on the dollar bill, you see what? The eagle. And in some of their what? Cheap places, some of their what? Mountains in their congregation, in their kingdom, you see what? Them exalting themselves with what? The eagle, by having eagle statues and different animal statues, you know. But mostly you'll see the eagle, you know, in their chief places. Well, in some of their chief places, you'll see the eagle. He exalts himself like the eagle. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, you see. Going back to what? Isaiah. When he says what? I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. Goes into the satellites, you see. setting its nest among the stars. They also have a space force, I heard. You see? And they're going to use that space force to try to fight against Yahushua when he comes back. But he's going to completely obliterate them. All right, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. You see? He's going to bring them down. Edom will be what? Humbled. All right, let's go back to Isaiah. All right. Isaiah 14 and 15. Yet thou shalt be brought low into captivity, which it says hell right here, to the sides of the pit. You're going to be brought to a low state. Isaiah 14 and 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, considering thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did it shake kingdoms? You see? By oppressing the other nations. It's a what? Man. All right. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, you see? By what? War. Because war is in his heart. Like it says in Genesis. The story of what? Isaac blessing his two sons, Jacob and Esau. Which Esau's blessing is what? The sword. By the sword shalt thou live, you see? That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners, especially the Israelites. We are still the prisoners in his kingdom. This is the captivity. Well, this is our captivity. This is our hell. We are at a low estate, you see? Isaiah 14 and 18. All the kingdoms of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. You see? Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. You see? Talks about what? Seed. What does a seed come from? A man. This is not talking about a spiritual being. This is talking about the seed of a man. The seed of evildoers. Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare a slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. You see? The children of the what? The wicked one. You see? Just like the Israelites are known as, well, just like the Israelites are called the children of Israel, the seed. Their seed are called the children of Israel. The seed of Jacob, which is called what? The children of Israel. Well, these are the seed of evildoers, which are what? The seed of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, which are the Edomites. Prepare a slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, for they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, which they have done, because they were allowed to come back into power. Like it says in Revelations, after 1,000 years, Satan will be released out of his prison to deceive all the nations. That's talking about the so-called white man. Because we, as Israelites, we rule Europe for 1,000 years. And it's in history. All right? It's in the history. You can pull up a lot of records and do your research, and you'll find out. Isaiah 14 and 22. I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, the son, and the nephew, said the Lord. You see? Most High's going to completely destroy them. All right. Let's go get some precepts. Here's one. Second Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away. We Israelites fell away from our heritage. That's that falling away. We fell away from our heritage, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is talking about the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. The man of sin and the son of perdition. All right, let's see. Got that one. Got that one. All right, got that one. Got that one, okay. Got that precept. Got that one. Children of light. All right, let's see. Let's get another precept. All right, Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he have taken against Babylon, America, future prophecy, and his purpose, that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldees, the sorcerers, the witches, the warlocks, Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely they shall make their habitation desolate with them, which is talking about Russia. Russia's gonna start with Russia. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, the nuclear missiles, that great noise, like I mentioned, and the cry is heard among the nations. All right. Let's get another precept. All right. Let's get a few more precepts. Well, let's keep reading Isaiah 14. All right. All right, Isaiah 14 and 23. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord. The besom of destruction is talking about, you know how you get a broom and you sweep from one end to the other? That's how that nuclear fire is going to hit. It's going to be a lot of missiles, like the scriptures say, 200. They're described as horsemen, 200,000. They're going to sweep the land like a broom with destruction, with that fire, from one end, from one side to the other. All right, let's see. See if I can get some more precepts. I don't want to get too deep. All right, Jeremiah 25 and 9. Behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, saith the Lord, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant. You see, the Most High is going to use what? Russia, and the other nations also. Will I bring them against this land, America, against the inhabitants thereof, and against, well, at that time it was talking about what? Him using, but it is a future prophecy. It was talking about him using it for another land he's going to go against. But look what it says here, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about. You see? And I will bring in and will utterly destroy them and make them an astonishment and a hissing and a perpetual desolation. You see? A perpetual desolation. You see? So he's going to bring up what? An enemy against what? America. Starting with Russia, the bear. All right, let's get another precept. All right, let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to stop right there. That was pretty good. It goes in the Isaiah 14 and 24. It goes in the, basically, it talks about judgment. Him using what? The Assyrians to judge. And it talks about what? I think Ahaz, one of the kings of Judah, fallen. Then it talks about raising up, the serpent. But I'm going to stop right here. All right, that concludes Isaiah 14. Because it's pretty much, that's the main point. All right, I'm going to stop right here. But it's pretty much talking about a future judgment for Mystery Babylon the Great, which is America, which hasn't happened yet, but it's going to happen soon. All right, I want to finish by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, B'Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Salutations to the elect out there, wherever you may be. All right, Shalom.